All right. So as we can see, I have the belt keeper on. As we can see, the belt is also on that pulley. So really the only thing I have left to do, let's get down here, is to tighten up the nuts on our pulleys. For me, I saw some people on YouTube and read online that some people have 1/2-inch nuts here. Unfortunately, I had 16 millimeters. So always keep in mind the small taper pulley goes in the back and the large flat pulley goes in the front. Now, one thing I noticed when I had an assistant helping me here was with the parking brake on, it relieves the tension off these pulleys and it makes this job a whole heck of a lot easier. What I'm getting ready to do now is, if I shine the light up here, is I'm getting ready to put the steering spline gear back on so that we can move and possibly steer this tractor. Now, I am gonna forewarn you guys, the hardest part of this whole thing for me was holding that shoulder bolt there, or that shoulder collar, because it's such a small collar, and having to only really have 2 arms to do this job, and both the arms are attached to my body. I can't have somebody over in front of the tractor or on the other side holding the wrench for me. And this whole time I'm trying to put as much pressure on this, because from what I read online, you want to torque that bolt to 40 to 45 foot-pounds. And I got it as tight as I could. In fact, I did bust a knuckle. As you can see, John Deere always making me bleed here, either pocketbook or physically. But we have the belt on the top drive pulley off the engine, and we have our clutch in. Let's go ahead and walk over to the other side of this tractor so that I can show you that anti-rotation device clip and how that gets put back together. I did spray down the collar and the shaft assembly inside the engine bay behind the battery there. Let's get the light to shine some light on that. Oh boy. So right back there, you can see it where it goes through the body of the tractor and down below. I went ahead and lubed that up with some WD-40, just in case, for any reason, it might make it a little bit easier for me. Can of WD down! So our anti-rotation bolt clip goes right there, and it goes into that bracket on the PTO clutch. As you can see, when you rack, it stops it from spinning. There will be a little movement, but not a whole lot, as you can see there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the steering shaft back pushed through that lower assembly. And right now, personally, that's the hardest part, because you have to finagle the steering wheel down. As you can see, I still have a little gap there. All right. That's going to wrap it up for this project here. And tune in next time when we're working on getting the passenger rear tire off and having a new tire put on. And then when we get all the materials for the deck, and we're going to put in the spindles, the blades, the belts, and the idlers all on that deck. So tune in next time for the deck rebuild.